in Fort Worth, home to the TCU Horned Frogs. As we'll see a squad from Conference USA, the Florida Atlantic Owls, taking on last year's national champion, the TCU Horned Frogs. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So TCU's offense will have the football first. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, David.
Yeah, it was a great week. And watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was...
All out of space. It's a seam wide open. Inside the 30. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Horned Frog. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
And these offensive coordinators tell you they want to start fast and they want to establish the run game. That is exactly what you did. First drive, you hand the football off, making the big explosive run, setting the tone for this football game.
They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0. They couldn't draw up a drive better than that one. Just gashed them for the big play in the running game. One snap, one touchdown. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. So the Florida Atlantic Owls offense has the ball for the first time. Let's take a quick second to call out some of the impact players their coaches mentioned in meetings this week. Anything you guys heard that really resonated with you?
Yeah, I love when coaches talk about guys that bring it every single day. Like, that we can depend on them. They can get other guys lined up. They're always motivated. They're always being a great teammate. These are the guys that coaches love.
And big-time players make big plays in big games, right? These are the guys that have to play well if they're going to win games like this. It'll be interesting to see what they do today.
And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down. Trying to pick up a first down. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line. Florida Atlantic decides to punt it away.
And they get to the quarterback and get the sack. That's a big emphasis for this defense. They saw a week ago, this offense gave up 3 sacks. They need to get to him early and often and create some indecision. Nice job getting a sack early in this football game.
TCU will send its offense back onto the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Some belief in that running game as they pick up 5 to the 35-yard line. All right, guys, let's think a little bit about big picture TCU. Really interesting matchup here. It's always fun when the top 2 teams in the conference get to square off in the regular season. With all the expansion, it's become a little bit of a rarity, hasn't it?
It has. Obviously, there's so many teams in each conference, but head-to-head still very much matters. So if you're sitting, obviously, at the top like these teams are, the head-to-head this day will really matter down the road.
Yeah, this was a game we circled way back in the preseason, expecting these 2 teams to be as good as they are, and now we get to find out who's the best in conference. Both these teams relishing this opportunity to show not only their opponent, but the rest of the conference who the top dog is.
He's got it on the run. He steps out of bounds, but not before he has enough to set him up first and goal. Precision, execution, and timing to pick up the first down on the out route.
I think you're spot on. Those out routes, man, it's got to be about timing. You got to throw that football before he breaks. Nice job seeing it. Short yard situation, throwing the ball on the money so the receiver can get upfield and get the first down.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on that play that were open that could have had a chance. So this quarterback just needs to settle down a little bit. He won't be throwing as many incompletions if he just lets the coverage tell him where to go with the ball.
And they decide to trot out the kicker. Absolutely center cut. And now the lead is even bigger.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Pulls and fires complete. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. And the Owls moving quickly to the line.
Great effort by the defense here. Offense trying to go wide receiver screen. How about the speed on defense round?
And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
And after that last sack, man, you could just see it. They are feeling themselves. After pitching a shutout last week, after dominating early in this game, it just seems like they're playing with a different aggression and a different level of intensity than what their opponent is. They
fires one high and deep. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Florida Atlantic will have to send out the punt team. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. He'll field it close to the 50. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. This offense has it with really good field position. Dropping back, it's Wegman. Finds his man down the middle. The modest gain on the completion really shows why you want to run the zone, make them execute, and rally to the ball.
100%. Zone eyes on the quarterback. I see him throw the football, break on it, go make tackles, live to fight another down.
Catch in the middle, it's James. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Looking to throw on first down. Got his man in the middle. The tackle is made, but he's got it first and goal from the 6.
You can just see the command this guy has of the offense. He's been picking this defense apart, matriculating the ball down the field. He's now got him in the red zone, close to the goal line. I wouldn't be surprised if they just keep letting him throw it.
And they've got him down after the short completion, but they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Trying to bully their way in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, TCU! No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Going right to work up top. Got it in the middle. It's Henry. That'll be good enough for a first down. They'll mark it at the 30.
And I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup. Florida Atlantic trying to line up quickly.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
To the air on second down. He's got him. Still on his feet at the 45. And the big gain, and they've got it on the 46. Florida Atlantic goes to work with a fresh set of downs.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast, they want to crank up the tempo.
He's got it out of bounds at the 41-yard line. Quick tempo here for the offense. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. Knocked down behind the line the second straight play, bringing up a third and lots of work to do. From the gun, wants to pass. They're working that left side. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. Florida Atlantic will send the punt unit onto the field. Excellent job on the punt. Bounces out of bounds at the 5, and they'll have 95 yards to go in front of them. They are backed up. Defense smelling blood as this drive starts at the 5. Shoots through that hole and picks up 5. He's out to the 11. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Gonna run it. It's Payne. Finds a little bit of space. He'll get 3 out to the 15.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not opening up.
There he goes! It's a game of first downs, and they've got one out to their own 37.
The defense selling out to stop it on 3rd and super short. They don't bring him down, Jesse. Next thing you know, he's in the second level.
You're absolutely right. 3rd and...
Picked off. What a play to set him up. He'll try to take it back. And they'll get him down after a solid return. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Looking downfield on first down. He'll throw it. Got it in the middle. It's Ridley. Brought down after the catch at the 4-yard line. It'll be 1st and goal. Florida Atlantic comes to the line on 1st and goal. Motion from the wideout. They'll run it on 1st and goal. Into the end zone he goes. Who gives a hoot? The Owls do. It's a touchdown. It's a much-needed life from this offense as they try to cut away at this lead.
No doubt. Needed something to go right. You're down. You got to make plays. You got to get your team back in it. Great start. Keep chipping away.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Working that left side now. Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a first down.
Nice job by the receiver there, running the drag route against zone coverage, finding the soft spot, making it easy on his quarterback to get the completion. He turns it upfield, and he moves the sticks.
Makes the grab. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. We've reached the break, and TCU is holding the lead. Man, that was an impressive and dominant first quarter. Let's take a look at the stats before we move on. They've got a first down here to open the period. Off play action on first down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. And a really short game before he gets a whole bunch of company from the defense. It'll be 3rd and long. Dropping back, it's Wegman. Quick completion on the out. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. On 4th down, they could boot the field goal, but looks as if they'll go for it. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. And the Horned Frogs pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. They'll give it to him again. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line. The negative play leaves them with 2nd and 12. Back to pass. Snagged in the middle. It's James. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
All right, defense. It ain't working, right? They're stringing together several first downs here. We're going to need to change this up, find something we can disrupt the quarterback and mess up this offense a little bit.
Tight end finds a soft spot. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Horned Frogs! A methodical drive that they finish off by tossing it to the tight end.
And the tight end, I'll tell you what, this is a position that's evolved so much, right? And you see him move all over the field. It's kind of like, where is Waldo? You got to find this big fella, especially down in the red zone area. This is the guy they're going to target and make the big play, get the touchdown.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Terrific showdown this week, guys. Let's take a look at what's going on. ULM is currently ahead in this one inside a jam-packed Malone Stadium, but they've struggled to really pull away. They're up by a field goal over Georgia State. Sun Belt, Fun Belt. We'll circle back if anything big happens you need to know about.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know. He's going to throw deep right side. He holds it in, and nobody's close. Running free. Touchdown, Florida Atlantic. Once he got some room, it was over.
This is an offense that wants to take shots in the pass game. That time they went play action, and they were throwing the go route. That's one-on-one. Who's faster? The receiver gets in behind the defender. He is able to make the catch and take it in for the score.
From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. And the return man showing great vision to be able to find some space and put his team in much better field position. First snap of this drive comes from the 32. Quick pass on the fly motion. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Running back searching for a hole. He's loose. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
He put it out there for him, and the senior gave him a chance, but they couldn't make the connection. The Horned Frogs come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Can't get him to the ground. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45.
This is one of the top 10 offenses in the nation in getting first downs. To do that, you gotta have balance. You can't always throw for it on 3rd down. You've got to be able to run it as well. And they've got a dude in the backfield who just knows how to move the chains.
They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down.
And when you run those drag routes, it just takes a little bit of know-how. And when I say that, the receivers got to understand, find space. My quarterback's going to find me. He's looking for that space at the same time. Nice throw, nice catch. Way to get the first down.
Man, this defense, they have got to get better in coverage if they want to get off the field anytime soon. You keep defending like that, this offense might hang 50 on you by the end of the game.
Catch in the middle. It's Payne. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Off the play fake. Lets it fly. Touchdown, TCU. Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
And what a nice play call and nice execution. Play action, you're thinking run. Quarterback pulls it out, throws the football right behind those guys, and gets the touchdown.
Yeah, it was a nice job there by the quarterback, too, on the ball handling. He just froze the defense just long enough to help those wide receivers and targets get some separation in the end zone, and at that point, it was just an easy pitch and catch.
And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. Starts the drive trying to go up top. Grabbed over the middle. It's Zimmerman. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down. Look, you can't take away everything, right? So you give them that and rally and make a solid tackle.
Yeah, and a lot of times in zone coverage, I like when I can get all the eyes on the quarterback. I like when I can see the routes and see him develop in the middle. And you could tell they had keys on the tight end. He wasn't going anywhere after he caught that football.
He'll have the first down as he gets it to the 28-yard line before he stopped.
Man, this offense, they needed that one in the worst way, right? They're getting blown out in this game so far, and as we get close to halftime, they've got to be able to put a good drive together. They've got to be able to come away with a touchdown here, close the gap a little bit going into the second half.
And that wasn't a big game, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. On third down, going up top. Here's the heat. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want because they can't keep their quarterback standing up straight.
That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Well, jet sweep pass. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Scanning the field, it's Wegman. Caught over the middle, it's James. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
That's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
A strike downfield. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Horned Frogs!
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays, just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
And he splits the uprights on the extra point. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Florida Atlantic offense will return to the field. They find themselves in a pretty deep hole here, but maybe a chance to grab a little momentum and regroup at halftime.
Yeah, a big chance. Like this is an opportunity. This is the biggest opportunity in front of them in the game right now. You got to get some points on the board. You got to create something positive, Jesse. There hasn't been a whole lot to be positive about in the first half.
If I'm playing quarterback, I'm locating my go-to guy at receiver. Who can I count on one-on-one to go and make me a play? Maybe even one-on-two. Who can go up, catch the ball, get us some yards, and get us some points.
4 punts already, and they've got to convert here to avoid a 5th. They'll move the wide receiver. They go to the ground. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. Florida Atlantic decides to punt it away. Makes the catch at the 45. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Power football with the run. Past the sticks, and he may get more. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. And the Horned Frogs looking to take advantage of this red zone trip. And he was greeted by a host of defenders and barely gets it back to the line of scrimmage.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Back to pass, it's Wegman. He's got it and still on his feet. He wrestles him down at the 3 after the grab. It'll be 1st and goal. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, TCU!
And we are officially in blowout mode. This offense has been up and down the field. We've seen so many explosive plays, and they score again before going in at halftime, guys. I'm hoping we can have a running clock here in the second half.
And he tacks on the extra point. You get that touchdown right before the half, build the momentum, and the last thing you need to do is mess it up by allowing a big kickoff return. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. They'll run it from the gun. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Thanks, guys. You've had yourselves a superb broadcast so far in Fort Worth. And it's clear the aerial attacks of both teams have been relentless. They've been burning each of these secondaries like toast. Just an assault on the defensive game plans, if there even were defensive game plans. Gotta think, fellas, based on the first 2 quarters, we're going to see every route in the route tree again in this second half. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Amon G. Carter Stadium.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. The Horned Frogs will boot it away to start the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Florida Atlantic takes over again, and the Owls offense will go back to work. Got blown out in the first half, and now just desperate to find anything to generate momentum here in the third quarter.
It just starts with one play, though. You just need one thing to go right for this offense to start to build that momentum, and then that becomes infectious for the defense, for special teams. Everything can change. It just takes one play.
It really can, and it's so strange, and you can't quantify it, and I don't know how to describe it as a coach or as a player, but you got to make something happen, and it's got to start on this drive.
Grabbed in the middle, it's Henry. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
The Owls line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. From the gun, give on the inside. And he picks up the first down, and he does it. I'm not going to say spin move. That was a pirouette. It was elegant. It was beautiful. Might as well give it to him again. This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll see if they can find some running room on the right here. And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain.
And sticking to the run. I'll tell you what, a lot of teams that are really good are really stubborn, and they continue to run the football even with little success. So this offense is going to continue to focus on running the football, you can tell.
They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. Florida Atlantic will have to send out the punt team. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. They'll leave it with him. He's past the 30. There he goes. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down.
Yeah, and obviously this offense has had their way, getting the huge lead, and now when you know it's a running situation later in the ball games, you're still getting pounded. This defense has to step up at some point and be a lot more physical.
D coordinators down the road that have to play this offense, man, they're going to have nightmares because this unit has so much speed, so much skill. At running back, receiver, tight end, the quarterback making good decisions. It is so tough trying to stop them and prevent explosive plays. You know, I know it seems like an easy pitch and catch, but for the tight end there, that route potentially changes if it's man coverage. So good job by him knowing it's zone. I'm just going to sit down. This is basically like a check down, right? Let's just take the easy pitch and catch and keep this drive going.
That'll be enough for the first down as they stop him at the 43-yard line. And on that 3rd and short, I don't think he was unhappy to see that zone.
Nope, it's a great job by the offense. Hey, see where the holes in the zone are? Sit down. You only need a little bit of yards on this 3rd down. Get the conversion. Move the sticks.
He stopped at the 32, picks up 10 on the play and gets the first down.
A lot of smiles right now on this offense. They've got a big lead, and they're just having fun out there. They're still throwing the football. These receivers are still getting open. Pass protection is still great. This quarterback's thinking to himself, man, I'm going to be padding my stats here in the second half of this game because everything we're dialing up is working.
What will they dial up on 2nd and 8? Long way to go. Oh, he'll keep it on the draw.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Just outside the red zone as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 22. And the Horned Frogs come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Hand off from the shotgun. How about that run as he drives it all the way down to the 13-yard line?
And running really has been the key on this drive, guys. Lots of success right there. They generate another explosive play. Their success running the ball, big reason why they've been able to put up.
And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Horned Frogs! This dude is just slicing and dicing this defense into little tiny pieces.
Carving him up, completely comfortable, knows exactly what he's getting, had so much success today. You got to find a way to make these quarterbacks feel more uncomfortable.
On to attempt the try. And the extra point just tacks a little bit more onto this huge lead. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Rice fell behind early, and it's been an uphill climb since. Thing is, this is a program that's worked the portal about as well as anyone. These kids are tough and could just find a way. They're trailing by 10 to Western Michigan. Your boy KC has you covered here in studio, guys, in case anything changes in this one.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Wants to go up top. Catch in the middle, it's Lacey. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
I really like the slot receiver. And I understand he's not the biggest guy in the world, but he just runs really good routes, and he's always under control. He can run option routes. He can run...
Lots of running room. He'll step out of bounds right at the 44. A big-time pickup on that one. Now they'll line it up from the 44 on 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on 1st down. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
And giving up 3 sacks a week ago. Now you've already given up 4 sacks. They got to find a way to protect their quarterback. Give him a little bit more time.
And the Owls trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Back to pass on 2nd down. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete.
This offense really is putting themselves behind the 8 ball right now on this drive. Sack 1st down. We've just thrown an incompletion, so 3rd in California. Defense knows you're probably going to throw it. What can you dial up here?
Doesn't quite make it to the 1st down marker. He's a yard short. Punt is on its way. Makes the catch, and now looking for just a little bit of daylight. And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. First play of this drive comes from the 27. QB draw. Plows through the defense. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34. The Horned Frogs in a good spot here with 2nd and short. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a 1st down.
It's not a flashy play call, but that is exactly what it was designed to do. Get 2 yards, get the 1st down.
Running game got it done on the last play, now it's 1st down. Makes the catch. It's James. Turning it on. Boy, did he look as if he was going to go. Gets it down to the 37.
Well, there are a lot of offenses out there that would probably be a little bit more conservative when you've got a lead like this in the 3rd quarter, but when you've got the playmakers these guys have at the skill positions throwing the football, you should keep airing it out, and that's exactly what...
Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. He gets it all the way down to the 5-yard line. A terrific catch and run before he stopped. This defense might be reeling after those last 2 and now facing 1st and goal. To the air, it's Wegman. And this one drops incomplete, but I think the defense jumped offside.
Offside, defense.
Offense will take that. 3-5 yards every time. Bad discipline by the defense.
And the defense was anxious to get off the ball quickly. Instead, it's just a little bit closer for the offense. Unleashes to the end zone. Touchdown, TCU! Quick strike through the air for the score.
This quarterback really does a nice job seeing the field and reading coverage. And when you go empty and you spread the defense out, it's easier to see what the defense is doing.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And they tacked on the extra point. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead and they're trying to hold on to it. Returner will field it and try to get some field position. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Off the play fake on 1st down. Got it in the middle, it's Zimmerman. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Caught in the backfield, it's Henry. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a...
And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. Florida Atlantic will send the punt unit onto the field. He'll try to really get into this one. Here's the return. Little pressure on the coverage team there, and they'll stop him at the 47-yard line. Good field position to start this drive at their own 47. Looking for room, it's Payne. Oh, he's got some space. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. Solid run on the last play gives this offense another 1st down. Quarterback running on the draw. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
From the 36, a 3rd down, and you wonder if they're willing to take 2 plays to get the 1st. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. And the field goal unit is on the field. It's good. And they just tack on a little more to this gargantuan lead.
Well, that kid just showed off his hammer for a leg, 50-plus, and he did it with ease.
Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They'll get this drive going from the 17. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Got it in the middle, it's Henry. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st. That's the end of the quarter, and TCU has the lead. And this beatdown is close to completion as we've reached the end of 3. Let's take a look at how we got here. They had a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on second down. To the air, it's Hodge. That's caught, it's McGee. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. The Owls come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Wants to throw on 3rd down. Caught near the sticks, it's Burks. That'll be good enough for a first down. They'll mark it at the 30.
Nice job by the running back catching the football and understanding where the first down marker was. I got to go get that first down. He did a nice job of it.
Gonna look downfield again. Quick completion on the out route. And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain.
These guys are called matchup guys. They're not the biggest guys on the field, but they're going to win. Short, and they're going to catch the ball, and they're going to make yards after the catch. You can tell those are the type of guys in college football.
And the defense, got him at the 27.
And this has been one of those days you want to forget. I mean, you're getting drunk. There's no other way to put it. It's been a bad day. I'm trying to put a drive together here, maybe to just get some kind of momentum, something positive, maybe something in the locker room we can talk about that didn't go wrong.
Looking down the middle. He makes a catch. And they finally get him down, but not before. He's got him set up for business at the 49-yard line. Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Snagged in the middle. It's Mooney. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down. Florida Atlantic going back to work after moving the chains. He'll do it himself. Find some fresh air. Wide open spaces. He'll be pushed out of bounds just short of the end zone, and that one saved a touchdown at least for now. They've hit him with back-to-back chunk plays. Now it's 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Tight end now in motion. Now the play fake. Slips away. Going for 6. Touchdown Owls! Fitted in the window for the score.
I think it's a good sign for coaches to see that their team is still fighting. They're getting blown out in this game. Nothing has gone their offense's way. They've been outmatched. But here in the 4th quarter, you like to see guys competing. You like to see guys still trying to fight. Because as a coach, you want to know, the next time you take the field, which guys you can depend on and what you can build off of.
Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Squirts across the 30 to the 32, a pickup of 5. And the Horned Frogs are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. On 3rd and short, they keep it on the ground here. At midfield, he's got room. And they exploited that soft spot, and they get it down to the 35.
I think one of the biggest reasons why the scoreboard looks the way it does is this offense has been dominant on 3rd down. They have found a way to stay on the field. They do it again here late, running the ball on 3rd.
Wide receiver comes in motion. Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. And they picked up 9 on 1st down. It'll bring up 2nd and short. Here's the handoff. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Horned Frogs are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. That'll be enough for the first down, and now they've got it at the 15-yard line.
And this offense does it again on 3rd down. They have been so elite on 3rd down all game long. That's the money down. All the coaches talk about it every single time we meet with them. They've been brilliant at it. They've built the lead, and they've got a good chance to finish this one out if they keep that up.
2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. The play action fake. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete.
In the last couple weeks, man, you're getting a lot of consistency from this QB. And you got to love it as a play caller, man. You can drop him back. You can throw the ball a ton. You can trust him, getting the ball to different wide receivers. He's really in a good groove the last couple games.
That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal. And the Horned Frogs kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. To throw, it's Wegman. Steps away to find some room. Touchdown, Horned Frogs! Fired in from the red zone for the score. With that, the lead nice and comfortable, and they're cruising toward a 4-0 start.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me, or I should get conserved, because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
Here he comes from his own end zone, and the coverage team able to wrestle him down. Opening play of this drive comes from the 12-yard line. The give to the back. Not much there. They'll give him 1 to the 14. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Got it behind the line. It's Hodges. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. And the Owls come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. They'll stick to the ground, looking for the marker. It'll be a 1st down as he gets it to the 24-yard line. Bunch formation for these receivers. To the air on 1st down. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body. So now it's 2nd and long. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Rush is on him, and the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Bounced right back to them.
And those are so frustrating when you're a defense and you swarm to the football and you stick the quarterback and you make him cough it up, just to have the other team recover it again and you don't get it. Still a good stick, still a good physical play. Keep hitting that quarterback.
Clock stops, and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense looking for anything to cut into this big lead. Florida Atlantic decides to punt it away. He gets it away from his own end zone. He'll field the punt and try to make a big play. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. Firmly in control of this game. We'll see if they just try to run out the clock and get out with a victory.
Everybody on offense here should feel really good about their performance today too, David. They had a really good game plan coming into this one, and they went out and they executed at a very high level.
Yeah, lights out, and this game's over. I'm interested to see the philosophy now. Do we keep chucking the pill and keep trying to score points? Because it's the defense's responsibility to stop them, or do they just run this clock and say, all right, we did enough today. We kicked them in the face.
They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. Just across the 20 with a 1st down at the 19. The Horned Frogs in the hurry-up. They're going to ride this running back. Getting work done on the ground. He's pulled down at the 14-yard line. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. It'll be a run on 3rd and short. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
And with that TD, this team looking to go 4-0. Just how you want to start a season, man. They've done an unbelievable job answering all the questions, starting off the year just how you want to. Now, keep it going. Keep that momentum. Don't relax. What a start to the season.
Here is a return from the end zone. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in there. And they'll stop him at the 16. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Looking downfield, it's Hodge. Under fire. A little more space. Open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him.
Well, I think the offense at this point now, they're just trying to limit the damage. They want to get out of here and move on, turn the page to the next game because things just have not been going their way, throwing or running the football.
They'll throw it to the back on the screen. And that defense is there to guide him out of bounds after a short gain. The Owls really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Grab near the marker. It's Hodges. Finally forced out of bounds. Maybe a step shy of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49. Florida Atlantic will go to work with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on 1st down. Immediately fires to the middle. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the 1st down. And the Owls with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Looking to fire. Unloads to the wideout. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep. They have work in front of them on 3rd and short from the 42. Hauls it in. And that should be enough to give Florida Atlantic the 1st down. This dude is putting in work out of the slot, and he is just wearing out this defense.
Man, you see it, Reese, in football. These slot guys are so quick, so athletic. You back them up off the football so you can't get hands on them, and you just find ways to continue to get him the football. He's making plays, so I'm going to continue to throw it his way.
Likely a lost cause, but they'll throw it again. Fires into the end zone. And the pass goes incomplete, looking to make things look a little tighter on the scoreboard, but that's going to do it. Just complete and utter dominance in this one. Outplayed their opponent and took care of business.
Yeah, total domination in all 3 phases of the game. Offense, defense, and special teams. This team came ready to play, and man, it was pedal to the metal right from the opening kickoff.
And that's how you like it. Forget the close games, forget the heartbreakers, this play could decide it. Just frying pan meet face, ball game over.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.